Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Turfway Park Saturday evening racing program. 8 races on the card, highlighted by the featured 5th race, the 26th edition of the Prairie Bayou Stakes. That's for 3 and ups to go a mile and 16th, $100,000 guaranteed. That will go as race number 5. Horses stepping trackside for the first of 8 here on a wonderful Saturday in Florence. Race number 1, a starter allowance to kick off proceedings to go the classic distance of a mile and a quarter. Scratch number 8, Maligator. The jockey on the 11 is 1 over. And they are racing in this mile and a quarter journey at Turfway. 70 Stone jumped well, but it's ORAZIO who's flashing speed, and as expected now, finally there goes Pole Setter. So Pole Setter from nearest the outside has crossed and cleared and trying to back that pace up right into the field here as they race by the 16th pole for the first time. So Pole Setter will lead the charge to the first turn as a race bias. ORAZIO will defer and track from second. Tornado Boy to the outside of Direct Approach, who's hard held from fourth. Then up on the outside, Honey Bourbon settles along in between horses, covered up by Creative Courage as they head over the opening turn. Then a couple leagues further back, racing down along the inside is Till Then, who just got passed by Against the Line as they work their way around the opening turn with 6.5 furlongs to go. The quarter was 25-1. Direct Approach and Joe Rocco takes it to Pole Setter early. These two square off as they straighten up down the backside to half mile 51 seconds flat. So now Pole Setter comes back to retake and opens up a length and a half. Direct Approach, Joe Rocco has deferred. He'll just sit comfortably there in second. ORAZIO is third. A couple lengths further back, working up the inside, comes Pistol Box. Out in the center of the track, tugging hard is Tornado Boy. And deep on the course as they continue to run up the backside is Till Then. He went from last to fourth in about a quarter of a mile there as they take on the far turn run. 3/4, 16-1. Pole Setter still leads. Direct Approach still tracks from second. Up on the extreme outside, Till Then's parked wide. ORAZIO from between horses. Tornado Boy made an early move, but he's done. Creative Courage starts to close in from the backfield. Right on his back is Against the Line. Now 70 Stone, he's underway. He has about 9 lengths to race and a quarter mile to get to Pole Setter, who's took the first mile 141 flat. And here they come to the top of the lane. The 13-time winner, Pole Setter, will whip them in. And Pole Setter has built up a 2.5 length lead. But here comes a fresh challenge. 70 Stone from the backfield ranges up to the outside of ORAZIO. 1/16th left. Pole Setter trying to hold ORAZIO, who's lunging. Pole Setter is going to win it. Pole Setter virtually all the way, picks up his 14th lifetime victory. Now a perfect 2 for 2 at this distance, stopping the timer 2:06 flat. In the winner's circle, number 9, Pole Setter, a 5-year-old Railroad Gelded Son by Take Charge Indy, out of the Smoke Blackened mare named Irish Smoke. The winner owned and trained by Hugo Andrade, rid to victory by apprentice Thiago Canuto. 7 pounds off this mile quarter distance for Pole Setter, who picks up the 14th lifetime victory, his 10th of 16 starts this year. He's now perfect 2 for 2 at the classic distance. Pole Setter, home in 2:06 flat. And the prices are up for the opener. Pole Setter, $620, $380, $260. $2 exact at $9 and $5.50 for dollars. Trifecta $84, $2 Super $1,207.20, Dime Super $60.36. Up next, second race from the track, race number 2 from Turfway. We'll start at early pick 4, take out the 13 of Fire Mandan. And they are off. Stumble at the start for the favorite Grantham. He recovered and racing along mid-flight early. From the outside, Storm Attack. From the inside, Quarry Master, Frosty Dreams, and Gus Gus. Those are forwardly placed on the run the first turn. So Quarry Master leads. Grantham, after the stumble to start, has raced up into second. He's in about the 6-pack deep on the course, though. Gus Gus saves every yard from third. Long shot, Storm Attack away in the 4th position. Swath close up 5th. Down on the inside, Frosty Dreams. Then comes in Courage, who settles along 7th as they turn up the backside. Make Way will be 8th to that one's outside. Hornbeam away in the 9th position as they turn up the backside. Then we trail back about 2.5 lengths back to Consulate and Arrow Strike. The quarter 23-3. Quarry Master shows the way by a length and a half. Grantham at 4-5 has deferred, will track from second. Gus Gus in a good spot to the inside of Swath. They are 3rd and 4th and about a length in front of Storm Attack, who's being shoved upon there in 5th as they took the half mile 48-2. QUARI Master's been left alone on the front end. The lead still to Grantham is being shoved hard to go after the pace setter, Gus Gus. Meanwhile, under confident handling from Landeros, now moves a closer second. Swath is hard ridden by Franklin from fourth. Up the inside, Frosty Dream is fifth as they continue to race around the turn. QUARI Master's still there, but here's Gus Gus, the son of Fort Larned, coming to tackle to the outside. 3 wide comes Grantham, even further out Swath. Frosty Dream is waiting for a split. Meanwhile, Encourage is on hold, top of the stretch, and here comes Gus Gus from between horses up to the outside. Grantham as he straight away for the drive. Nowhere to go is Frosty Dreams. Down the center of the track comes Swath and way out wide, finishing with interest. Here comes Hornbeam, 1/16 left, and Grantham shake it up. Here comes Hornbeam lunging, and Grantham, despite the stumble at the start, does enough to win. He wins by a length and a half, stops the timer 1:45.3. The son of Declaration of War stretching out, gets it done for 3 Diamonds Farm, Mike Baker, and leading jockey Gerardo Corrales. In the winner's circle, number 5, Grantham, a 2-year-old bay colt by Declaration of War. Out of the Arch Mare, her name was Darby Blush. The winner's owned by Kirk Wyckoff's 3 Diamonds Farm, trained by Mike Maker and Gerardo Corrales, the winning jockey. Grantham was bred in Kentucky by Winter Creek Farm. Favorite delivers here in the second, returning $360, $3, $260, exacta $15, trifecta $80.70. Dime Super was nice, $109.44 with the 2 favorites going 1-2. Now the first double of the night, 9 to 5, $19.80. Third race from Turfway is up next. It starts the 20-cent single 6 jackpot. There's a scratch of the 1 Fast Orb. Number 8, 1 Fast Orb has been scratched. Now the 20-cent single 6 jackpot has a carryover, sizable carryover, in fact, $56,986. Good luck. Start. They are off. And House Wrecker with an alert beginning. First Kitten jumped well from the inside of Maury S. Dial again came away racing fourth, now advancing up in between horses. Maple Line away in the 5th position. My Mate Marmite is settled along in 6th, about 7 or 8 off the pace. Then comes Rutabaga, who's next, a length in front of Miss Sovelia. Still 4 or 5 back to Praline Pecan. And Wick and Kitty can see them all. They pass the half-mile pole. A dozen or so lengths from top to bottom. The quarter rip 22 and 4. House Wrecker has the lead and the fence. First Kitten set to strike to the outside as she calls her way within the neck of the leader. Amari S, the big long shot, is 3rd. Dial again to the outside, 4th. Maple Line is 5th. Sequestered right now, covered up by My Mate Marmite as they race around the turn 2x2x2. And up top, it's House Wrecker still there, but First Kitten has momentum to the outside from the backfield. Here comes My Mate Marmite in stateside debut. She's rolling the daughter of Charmin Thought top of the stretch and whips out on House Wrecker, who cut the corner. But as My Mate Marmite, who's gobbling up ground and way out wide, Miss Savelia, big long shot. My Mate Marmite overhauls the pace hitter at the 16th pole and fighting back House Wrecker, but My Mate Marmite is going to win by almost 2 in the end. Rutabaga got up in a photo there with House Wrecker for the place spot, 111 and 4. My Mate Marmite in stateside debut breaks her maiden here on the drop and cover the 6 furlongs in 111 and 4. Up in the winner's circle, number 9, My Mate Marmite. She's a 3-year-old bay daughter by Charming Thought out of the Mr. Greeley mare. Her name was Precious Dream. The winner's owned by Aaron Wellman's Eclipse Thoroughbred Partners in partnership with Rick Howard. Mike McCarthy, the winning trainer, and Chris Landeros, the winning jockey. My Mate Marmite, bred in Great Britain by Laundry Cottage Stud Farm. Breaks her maiden on the drop in class here in start number 5 of her career. And cover the 6 furlongs in a winning time, 111 and 4. My Mate Marmite goes off 4-1, home a winner. To start your single 6 jackpot. At 4-1 odds, returning $10, $540, $320, exacta 60 bones. Trifecta for $100, $129. The double was 24 even. The superfecta for 10 cents, $86.08. The 50-cent pick 3, $15.90. Pretty formful start to the card as we roll on to race number 4. Race number 4 is a maiden special weight for a purse of $62,000 for the maiden 2-year-olds to go a mile and 16th. And they are racing. Order of the day was crowded at the start. Not the best start for Ralphie Boy, but it is King Doodle who leads the charge to the first turn. Fort Defiance away in the 2nd position. Spin out 3 wide. Warbeat is next. War Soldier at about the 4 path from 4th. Saving every yard. Scoot Daddy slides through along the inner rail. ICARUS on debut came away racing in the 6th position, just about 7 off the pace. Now advancing between horses comes SCATTERSHACK. Order of the Day just had to pump the brakes there ever so slightly. He's now about 15 lengths off the lead. And Ralphie Boy is last of them all. Just about 5.5 furlongs to go as they straighten up the backside. The quarter was 24 seconds flat. Just outside 5 furlongs to go. Long shot King Doodle leads. Fort Defiance from second. Good Soldier is third. Warbeat is fourth at about 4 off the pace. Then comes debuting ICARUS as they head up the backside. Has raced up into fifth, just about 6 lengths off the lead. And scooting along the inner rail is Scoot Daddy, who starts to close in. Still a couple lengths back to SCATTERSHACK. And still 4 back to Order of the Day and Fed the Biz. Now Ralphie Boy starts to get underway from the back of the pack. The half mile 49 and 3. King Doodle confronted by long shot Fort Defiance. A 4 wide bid from ICARUS. From between horses, Good Soldier needs a clean racetrack as Warbeat found a seam at the fence under the whip as they race around the turn. And Fort Defiance, a long shot, shows the way at the top of the lane, has built up a 2-length lead. Now ICARUS races to the outside of King Doodle. Warbeat up the inside. Scoot Daddy with nowhere to go. Top of the home stretch. And Fort Defiance will turn him on down. Fort Defiance by the furlong grounds in front by 2. Warbeat is under the whip from second. Down the stand side, SCATTERSHACK is getting rolling, but maybe too late. Warbeat's found his feet as well, but inside the final 50 yards, Fort Defiance for Kenny McPeak's going to win under wraps by about 4.5. SCATTERSHACK was second. A tight photo for third, involving Ralphie Boy and Warbeat in 1:45 and 2. In the winner's circle, number 3, Fort Defiance, a 2-year-old dark bear brown colt by Fort Larned. Out of the hat trick mare named Ivanka. The winner's owned by Hollinsworth Farm, trained by Kenny McPeak. Alex Ashard, winning jockey, 29-1 winner here, bred in Kentucky by Tamara Hollingsworth. Fort Defiance, home winner, 145 and 2. $60.20, 22.60, 11.80. The pick 3, $244.10, 10-cent super, $699 and change. 50-cent pick 3, $122.05. The exacta was 3 and 10, 305.60. Trifecta, $1,696.50. The daily double, 703.20. The horses are stepping trackside here for the 5th race, the 26th running of the Prairie Bayou $100,000 guaranteed stake event to go a mile and 16th. Numbers 2, 6, 9, 11, all scratched. 2, 6, 9, 11, all scratched from the Prairie Bayou. Here's the field for the Prairie Bayou. Number 1, MEGACITY, owned by Blackout Racing Stables and Mark Farrar, trained by Mike Tomlinson with Joe Rocco. Take out the 2. Number 3 is Hootie's Racing and WSS Racing LLC's Mr. Dumas, trained by Johnny Ortiz with Manny Esquivel. The 4 is Bloom Racing Stables Snapper Sinclair, trained by Steve Asmussen, and Rafael Bejarano has the call. Carrying the green and white silks is Chris Landeros as he'll ride number 5, Hush of a Storm, owned by Joe Morey Jr. Revocable Trust, trained by Billy Morey. Scratch the 6, number 7, Rushie, the Gray Son at Liam's Maps, owned by Jim and Donna Dan Yell, and trained by Mike McCarthy with Joe Talamo. The 8, Cross Border, carrying the turquoise and yellow silks of 3 Diamonds Farm of Kirk Wyckoff, trained by Mike Baker with Alex Ashard. Scratch the 9, complete in the field is number 10, MUTAKATIF, owned by Judy Connolly, trained by Paul Brown Jr. with Sophie Doyle. And they are off in the Prairie Bayou. Good level beginning for all. Quick start for the outside for MUTAKATIF. Also, Rushie jumped well. And from between horses, there goes Mr. Dumas. MEGACITY slides along the fence, and these 4 straight across the course into the first turn. Cross Border takes in proceedings off that quartet from 5th. Snapper Sinclair stuck to the fence there, advancing up a couple of spots, as Cross Border is now second last, and Hush of a Storm will have to do it from the back of the pack. They start to cluster up with 6 furlongs to go, about 5 lengths top to bottom. The quarter, they got it 23 and 2. They turn up the backside, chasing MEGACITY. The son of City Zip will control the tempo in the Prairie Bayou just from Mr. Dumas, who pressures from the 2-wide side. Out 3 deep on the course is Rushie. Up the inside, advancing from last, Hush of a Storm with a backstretch brush, races up into a nest of horses there, and down along the inner rail now, Snapper Sinclair. Then now last is Cross Border as they're still tightly bunched up the backside, half mile 47 and 2. Into the far turn, Megacity leads. Mr. Dumas, 3 wide, goes Rushie from between horses. Snapper Sinclair, Hush of a Storm is sliding through along the inner rail. Now Cross Border is up a spot. MUTAKATIF is now last. Rounding the turn, 5/16 to go on the Prairie Bayou. Here comes Mr. Dumas calling for the lead. Megacity still right there in second. Tipping off cover. There goes Cross Border up to the outside of Rushie. Hush of a Storm is full of run. Snapper Sinclair second last. MUTAKATIF can't see them all. 3/4, 112 flat. They turn on down for the money. And it is Mr. Dumas. Just from Hush of a Storm, down the center of the track, here comes Rushie. Cross Border way out wide open with a 60th to go. And here comes Cross Border calling for the lead inside the final 16th. Mr. Dumas is boxing on, but Cross Border will take the 26th edition of the Prairie Bayou and picks up his 11th lifetime victory. Home a winner, 143 and 4. Into the winner's circle, your unofficial winner of the Prairie Bayou. Here's number 8, Cross Border. A 7-year-old dark bear brown Ridgeline by English Channel out of the Empire Maker mare named Empress Josephine. The winner is owned by 3 Diamonds Farm of Kirk Wyckoff for his second victory on the night, trained by Mike Baker. That's 2 for him as well, and ridden to victory by Alex Ashard. That's 2 in a row for jockey Alex Ashard. Now for Cross Border, this is his 11th lifetime victory. His second over the synthetic. Bred in New York by Berkshire Stud and B.D. Gibbs. Price is up. Cross Border $26.60, $966. Exacta $152.20. Try $480.20. The double almost $800. The $1 double $399.80. The pick 4, the early 50-cent pick 4. Returns $1,718.85, 10-cent super, $140.60. The pick 3 of 938 for a 50-cent investment, $734.45. Consolation 4 of 5, $32.15. The winning pick 5, $5,685.40. Up next, the 6th race. Race number 6, your final pick 3 opportunity. Scratch number 1, HABOBANERO. The jockey of the 3, Soaring Bird, is now 5 pounds over the assigned weight of 120. Scratch number 8, Samurai Saint. The jockey of the 9, Derby House, is 1 pound over the listed weight. And change of jockey on the 11 to Albin Jimenez. Race 6 from Turfway up next. Good luck. And they are off. Real Money hopped right as they kicked it, and he is last. Chief HOWCOME is first as they leave the chute. Pirate Rick away in the second position. Hurricane Highway a close-up third. Medicine Tail now advances to the inside as they head up the backside. Chasing Chief HOWCOME. There's room at the inside for Medicine Tail, and that one will come right on through to dictate the early go. Pirate Rick settles along outside that duo from third. A margin of 4 back to Hurricane Highway, came away racing in fourth. Couple lengths further back to Greener Pastures, just got passed by Soaring Bird. Then a link further back to Torontotoro. After that poor beginning, Real Money is raced up into about 7 or 8 lengths off the lead into the far turn run. 22 and 3 the time for the opening quarter. Medicine Tail just leads Pirate Rick. From the backfield, Hurricane Highways raced up into third. Down on the inside, Chief HOWCOME is fourth. With a wide ascent, there goes Greener Pastures to the outside of Soaring Bird, top of the home stretch. Medicine Tail will whip him in, but has company. Pirate Rick on a rebid to the outside, 3 wide Hurricane Highway, about 6 deep Soaring Bird. Up the inside, Torontotoro are inside the final furlong. Here comes Pirate Rick up and after the lead. To the outside, Soaring Bird is gaining ground, as is Hurricane Highway, but Soaring Bird floating over the top, and Soaring Bird and Chase Miller are going to win by a length and a quarter. Hurricane Highway got the bob over Pirate Rick for the play spot. The running time 16 and 2. Enter the paddock winner's circle, your unofficial winner of the 6th race, number 3, Soaring Bird. A 6-year-old big eldest son by Tapazok out of the Quiet American mare named Free Flying Soul. The winner's owned in partnership by Lewis Hoagland, Gary Flood, and Michael Portsman, the winning trainer Waylon Cundiff, and the winning jockey Chase Miller. Soaring Bird, bred in Kentucky by Liberty Road Stables. For the winner, this is the 4th lifetime victory, covered the 6.5 furlongs in 116 and 2. Price is up, $14.60, $640, $320 on the winner. Exacta $61.40, try $203.40. The double was 8 and 3. That was worth $191 even. Dime Super, $117.16. Pick 3, $1,672.65. Seventh race up next. Allowance optional claimer to go 6.5 furlongs. Jockey change on the 4 to Manny Esquivel. And they are racing. Race Driver had an alert beginning, as did 3 Technique, Visitant, Flashing Speed, and up the inside Joker on Jack. These 4 lead them out of the chute as they straighten up the main course. What's up, dude? Came away racing in the 5th position, just about 3.5, 4 lengths off the lead now as they continue to run up the backside. 3 Technique backs off the speed. From the inside, it's Annihilation, and then a length for the back to ARARECO Lake. Still 3 or 4 back to Smart Remark, and then a length or so to Derby Date, and out at the back of the pack is Dark Oak. Into the far turn, Hidden Scroll comes on to take the lead by just about a length. Race Driver is second. 3 wide, Visitant just stalking, waiting to be let loose by Corrales, moves a closer third. Joker on Jack to the inside of Annihilation. They are 4th and 5th. Starting to roll from the backfield. Here comes 3 Technique to the outside of What's Up, Dude, as they took the half, 45 and 3, and here comes Visitant, the synthetic specialist, calling for the lead as they reach the top of the home stretch. Race Driver back into second. That's all for Hidden Scroll down the center of the track. Here comes 3 Technique, Joker on Jack, back within striking range to get up to a minor award, but outside the 16th pole, Visitant, the Kentucky Cup Classic winner, is rolling to victory. He's going to get his 4th Turfway win, his 7th from 9 starts over the synthetic. He won by almost a half a dozen, stops the timer in a fast 1:15.07 seconds, and that is a new track record. Price is up. The favorite, $383 in the middle, $240, exacta $28.60, trifecta $85.60. The double, $32. Superfecta with that big favorite on top for 10 cents comes back a healthy $253.76. Pick 3, $136.10. Up next, race number 8. The 1 will carry 1 extra. The 5 will carry 2 over. The 8 will carry 1 over. And Gerardo Corrales picks up the 12 Ziggy's Storm. Take out 13 and 14. They are racing. Never Know Christie had a sharp beginning. Ziggy Storm has the most speed, however. Now up the inside, CV Thunder is being asked to quicken down along the inner rail. Right alongside her as they continue to run up the backside, Sugar and Sass starts to advance from between horses, moves up a couple of spots into the 2nd position. Runaway Hyde backed off in 5th. Then a link for the back down on the inside. Many More Promises is next as they continue to run up the backside. Princess Doro hovers to the outside of that one. Then comes Cruisin' Tatum, still a couple leagues back to AK Linus, She's Forever, and still 2 back to the 2 back markers, Lexi Summer and Oh My 10. The quarter 22 and 3 for Ziggy Storm, the daughter of Miss Ziggy. Midpoint through the turn, towing along, Never Know Christie from 2nd. Sugar and Sass set to strike from 3rd. A 4 wide brush from Runaway Hyden from between horses, CV Thunder up the inside. Many More Promises, Cruisin' Tatum from the back of the pack, top of the stretch. And here comes Never Know Christie, trying to get to long shot Ziggy Storm. Down the center, Sugar and Sass. She's been switched off cover, and here she comes with giant strides. Up the inside, Cruisin' Tatum, and from between horses, Many More Promises by the 16th pole. Here comes Sugar and Sass at Never Know Christie. Up the inside, Cruising Tatum, a 3-way thriller in the nightcap. It was either Sugar and Sass to the far outside or Cruisin' Tatum at a huge number to the inside. Noses apart at 112 flat. In the winner's circle, the chestnut daughter of To Honor and Serve. Here she is, number 8, Cruisin' Tatum. She's out of the sensational mare named Heart, Love, Kiss. The winner's owned by Sue Goodman, trained by Doug Goodman, and ridden to victory by Rafael Mojica Jr. Number 8, Cruisin' Tatum, now a 2-time winner, bred in Kentucky by Catalyst Stables and the Magdalena Racing. $83,849.15. Pick 4 was nice, $3,337.95. Pick 3, $202.85. No winners in the high of 5. That carries $929.91. The exacta of 8 and 3 was worth $155. Trifecta $626.20. Late double of 10 and 8, that came back $143.20. Again, the single 6 carryover into tomorrow's card, $83,849.03. Live racing back at you tomorrow, day 12 of the holiday meeting, Sunday, with an 8 race card and a 1 o'clock post. We'll see you then.